Hello, everybody. My name is Natasha, and I am on camera today to talk about anything and everything that feels relevant to living life in a healthy, positive, meaningful way. And I'm a little bit nervous in regards to how I'm going to start this because sometimes we allow ourselves to feel the pressure of getting out and speaking in front of a screen, perhaps, but a screen that might be watched by dozens or hundreds or thousands over to the trillions of people in this world. So sometimes figuring out how to approach things and speak can be a little bit intense, but we're just going to mellow out today and see where things flow from there. I guess I can start with talking about what I'm hoping to ultimately achieve from creating videos and connecting with others um, over the net. And the purpose behind that is basically just to spread awareness to other people about the things that from my personal perspectives, I find to be extremely important, like balancing out life a little bit and keeping a good, positive, vibrant energy and connecting with people to build meaningful bonds that don't kringle and diminish over time. Um, Making really cool teas with really cool herbs, which I can talk about in some of these videos, because I'm almost certain that any video I make is going to involve a nice hot mason jar filled with tea. I call it Mama Bear tea, because you just feel like a bear in general when you have a big mason jar in your hands filled with yummy brown stuff that's decorative at the same time. Super yummy, super good for the body. No caffeine. I don't get caffeine teas just for the sake of being a mother and wanting to share my tea with my daughter. So I keep it pretty innocent and add a whole bunch of herbs that are really, really great for the body in different ways. I myself am still dabbling in that knowledge and finding out which herbs are really good for which aspects of living life. So maybe I'll share with you right now what I have here. So this is green tea mixed with this Bengal spice tea that I love to get from the grocery store, that has a nice, how do I explain it? There's just a really good spice to it that I enjoy. So I do Bengal spice a lot. But that's mixed with green tea, which is surprisingly not an iffy combination. And I've got, for herbs, I also have natural, yummy, delicious honey as well, along with the following herbs. We've got elderberry, we've got dandelion root, we've got orange peel. I believe I stuck some raspberry leaves in there, some cut up ginger root. This is my cat Sunny, by the way. Hello, dear. Hello. You'll see my three cats quite often through these videos. Yeah, elderberries, orange peel, raspberry leaves, ginger, and I think a little bit of sage as well, ground up sage. So we'll talk more about teas as I do videos over time about different topics. It'll be like a tea time topic. And I guess I will share a little bit more about myself since I kind of skipped over that a little bit. But I do have a daughter who is 5 years old, and her name is Luna Ray. She is my spark, to put it in one way. That's how I would describe it. She is my spark, my connection. Well, luckily, over the past year or so, I've found other ways to really connect to myself and to life, but she's just one of the bigger ones, as we mothers can probably understand. children just bring something special out of us that words couldn't describe most of the time. And so yeah, Luna Ray, maybe she will be seen in future videos. She is my inspiration, so I'm sure she would bring a lot to the table through having these conversations. So yes, that's a big part of my life right there. I'm super connected to my family. I didn't have it all too easy growing up all the time. We had our rough edges, but we seem to be, in better places now in life as we've been able to grow throughout our journey and whatnot. So we're very connected to each other, most of us, and very big family. Um, all different sorts of personalities there, that's for sure. And we can talk more about family too. That can be one of some of our topics of interest can center widely around family, I'm sure, as it's hard not to talk about those closest to you in life, who your family is, what you even define family to be. Um, so yes, I also love working with children. I actually work as a preschool teacher officially now, as of today. Work from home though right now, of course. Given the pandemic, couldn't really have it any other way sometimes. Certain things are just inevitable, but that's been fun so far. I'll be able to explore how I could pass on consciousness, awareness, and overall growth of wisdom to the young minds who surround. So that will be fun. And I have 3 cats who are absolutely amazing, and I'm bringing them up now because you might see them one by one coming in as I do these videos. But I've got Sunny and Stella. She is just the sweetest little thing, and Hazel. And in regards to Stella, I don't know how many of you have been familiarized with the children's book, which was even made into a movie called Stella Luna. It's about a fruit bat who was raised by birds because he fell out of his mother's out from under her wing or some windstorm. I can't remember, but very sweet story about a fruit bat that my daughter loves, and the bat's name is Stella Luna. So I thought that was a cute little twist in naming her. And ironically enough, Stella is Luna's baby to the fullest. Sunny is my baby to the fullest. And newly adopted Hazel from the streets out near where I live, which is in the state of Maine, by the way. I don't think I brought that up, but I am a Mainer. But Hazel, yeah, she recently was taken in by my sister, who then gave her to me. Gifted her to us, and I'm very thankful for that. She's got to be at least 8 or 9 years old, I'm guessing. She's a very old, wise woman. I can tell just by her energy. Very mellow, very sweet. Biggest lap cat I've ever met. Excuse me. I will end there though with the cats and continue talking about what I hope to achieve with the channel and what I'm hoping we can kind of do here in our own little community, YouTube community. I just want to share. I want a place to share and a place to feel secure while I'm sharing. As you may have noticed this deep into the video, I can definitely keep a conversation going by talking. I love to speak. As much as I love to speak, though, I'm really trying to learn right now how to step back and listen as well. Because I find that listening to anything around you, I mean, the noises on the streets, what people are trying to convey for a message, the wind in the trees, I mean, when you step back and just take a moment to listen instead of flooding your mind with all these thoughts, can be a beautiful thing and a beautiful way to interpret different aspects of life around you. So listening is a powerful, powerful tool. And do love to talk though, so hopefully we can keep this tea time going, but cut it off at one point or another too, of course. So that way you at home or wherever you're at can spend your time doing other things you love and spending time with those you cherish. So yes, yes, all good stuff. And I'm going to take a tea break. And if you have water or tea near you, maybe you can take a hydration break as well. That's one thing I've learned. I've taught my daughter how to, let me rephrase that. That's one thing that taught my daughter about recently is the importance of hydration. And she's learned that word hydration and dehydration. And it's so cute hearing little 5-year-olds say, "Mommy, I'm dehydrated." Just try to throw fun words at them if you've got children around you, because it's just the cutest thing when you hear how it comes out of their mouth sometimes. So yes, hydration break. So what I'm thinking that I want to do, um, making these videos and doing something that's very, very new to me, I think I am going to cut this short after sharing a few more pieces with you. And then I'm just going to motivate myself from there to um, write. I've been wanting to write more recently. I think journaling is really important. Um, Writing about what I want to bring to the table on a deeper level, maybe what I want to share, how I want to approach different conversations um, with all of you, and, get more in depth, dig into my mind a little bit, figure out how I can work to achieve some of those things. Journaling. I do want to share with you how excited I am to really dive into journaling. I've already started to um, write poetry a little bit more because I really like to write simple poems, rhyming poems, nothing extravagant, and maybe one day hope to turn those poems into different children's books and figure out how to go about illustrating them and share them with the world on that level. And which is super exciting. I'm starting, but very, very slowly. And if there's one thing I've realized lately, it's that slow is okay. As long as you have an awareness to know that you want to do something, but you're not holding yourself to these high expectations or, the quantity, you're rather thinking about the quality, how much that particular thing might heal you as you do it, rather than how much time you want to spend on it or how often you want to get to it. That can be very much a barrier in the mind sometimes, because then you start to stress yourself out with what you're not doing because you're not satisfied. It's not feeling like it's good enough for you in that moment. And so slow is okay. Slow moving. I'm very slow moving with the journaling. I've got 3 of them and a handful of pages where I've actually written things down that I want to write down. So just motivation, awareness, and then just whatever pace is the most comfortable for you. Keep that in mind, folks, because I myself am working on that right now. But I've got my journals, and these I wanted to show you because, as you can see, I keep them very small. And some people prefer big pages of notebooks, and maybe that's what will sit with them the best, is having a big notebook right there, pencil or a pen, just jot anything down at random that you come up with in your mind. But I like having these little dollar store journals, just to know that they're handy, and that if I want to take 10 minutes, one day, maybe it's been a week since I've written in these journals, and then I think, 5 minutes even, I'm just going to write down these thoughts, or how my day went, or a quick poem, or I want to look this thing up online right now about herbs or anything that floats my interest, games, important people, or anything and everything in between. and jot that down. 5 minutes. Just take the time, and then afterwards you can take that in and think, wow, I just did that. I feel good. I feel proud, and I'm going to go rest and do what I enjoy doing now, which is taking a bath or stretching or watching a movie or reading a book. Just there doesn't have to be such a strong management of your time as long as there's the ambition and the awareness that you want to make it happen eventually. And if your soul wants it bad enough, your soul will get it. I've heard that recently, and I really like that perspective a lot. Um, I also thought that before ending this video here today, I would just share a couple of things that I enjoy doing. I enjoy collecting photos, although I will personally say that, in my opinion, I have too many right now. I really need to organize. I've been wanting to downsize a little bit and create more simplicity in that aspect, but it can also be hard too, because as humans, we love to collect, we love to find, we love having material things as much as we love having time spent doing this activity or spending time with people. We love to have these things in front of us. It's connection to what's in the world, um, just at a different level. But I wanted to bring this in just to say, let's motivate each other to take more photos. Maybe not as much as what I've taken though, but even a few here and there, because I find that having handheld photos is a really nice gesture. You can go look at pictures of your family members, or if you love to do like nature photography, you can snap a photo of a beautiful tree and print it out and put it on your fridge. Anything simple. Like I said, don't do what I've done here and end up with a big stack of photos that you need to figure out how to finagle. Um, Although these are all beautiful photos, so I'm very happy to be able to have it sitting there. But yeah, another thing, another goal I look to achieve eventually, downsizing a little bit. And I also wanted to share with you, I shouldn't have taken them out of the box yet, positive thoughts, affirmation cards. These are really nice to have, and if you don't have the pocket money to want to go get a deck of affirmation cards, which I totally understand, and this has just been a recent investment of mine, but you could take sticky notes or pieces of journal paper or cardboard box, um, whatever works, and you could write down your own affirmations and then take some tape or whatever you have handy and post them around your house, on your walls, in different places where it'll be relevant to you, and you'll look and say, oh yeah, that's a powerful affirmation. My future is glorious. Take a moment to smell the flowers. Live your best life. Any affirmation that you can think of that will make you smile or think about it or process it on any level, that can be a really powerful thing to have handy. So I figured I would read a few of these affirmations before closing down shop today, and then we can close there and have one more hydration moment. And yeah, let me see what the first affirmation here is. There is no competition and there is no competition and no comparison, for we are all different. We are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. Um, my apologies if I read a little bit on the slower side sometimes with these affirmations. It's written in cursive, and I have a little bit of a struggle there. I'm trying to build on that and work on it with my reading. But cursive, why don't we teach it in schools the way that we used to? It's a beautiful form of the written language. But anyways, that is this affirmation, and on the back it says something very simplified in just a matter of 4 words. I accept my uniqueness. Beautiful, beautiful. I accept my uniqueness. Let's say it together. I accept my uniqueness. Whatever that looks like, doesn't matter, I accept it. This one, the simplified side, as I will call it, with very few words, says, I release all criticism. And on the back it says, I only give out that which I wish to I only give out that which I wish to receive. I really am not sure of what this one word is here, so unfortunately I'll have to skip that. My love and acceptance of this is mirrored to me in every moment. Again, my apologies. This other side here that has the full sentences, it's very, very overwhelming to read every single word here. But I will do one more affirmation just to make up for that one. I am safe in the universe, and all life loves and supports me. That is so beautiful. I am safe in the universe. We are safe in the universe for sure. And all life loves and supports me. Yes, absolutely. And on the back it says, I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I observe with joy as life abundantly supports and supplies me with more good than I can imagine. Now that was a mouthful. That was a powerful mouthful, though. Affirmations are a beautiful thing, and we're going to talk more about them in future videos. I'm super excited that I've created this one here. Wasn't as intense as I thought it was going to be, which is fantastic. But over time on this channel, I think you're just going to get to know me. You're going to get to know Natasha, or Tasha, or Tash, whatever feels good to you, or Nat. But yes, my name is Natasha, and I just want to build some sort of small community and see where things go from there. So hopefully you can join me through this ride, and I'm super excited to see what people say or what people comment as I make more of these videos. So that way we can actually have more in-depth conversations and get to build different relationships and connections to each other. That's what it's all about. So before I say so long everybody, we're going to drink some tea or water or juice, or I don't know if you've heard of kombucha, but I love kombucha. Yummy, yummy, yum, 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 yum. Hydration break. Try to hydrate throughout the day, because that's when I'm on that same boat. For any of you who just have a hard time hydrating yourselves consistently, I am in that boat, and it's something I'm really trying to consciously work on, because we need fluids. I really love hot beverages, personally. I could drink hot water out of the tap, and it's delicious. It flows very naturally through me. I love it. So I'm a weirdo. So tea is what I try to resort to, especially during the cold season, because I'm just not a big water drinker unless it's hot. So yes, hopefully we can have some more tea talk. Tea talk with Tash, or whatever you would like to call it. Maybe we can figure that out as one of our next pieces. are we going to call these little chat sessions, and how are they going to be set up? Something I will think about for next time. So, everybody, take care. Breathe. Explore nature. Go to a playground. Sit on the swings. Listen to music. Dance. Whether or not you think you're good at it. That's another thing about me you'll find out in the future. I love to dance. So long, everybody.